2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi Luke, thank you. Yes, this group, one to watch. Now the rookie in this pairing, they've set themselves some very specific goals, some very lofty goals to beat player after player, but the first one, oh, it's going to be tough. Lots of chatter on social media leading up to this pairing. The battle is on.
Oh, it's terrific, Henny. That's exciting, isn't it? Always love a battle within the war, don't you? Good to see how this one plays out over the course of this tournament. Game with the 7.
Oh, I guess they're seeing something I'm not. They're going with less club here. Interesting.
Good shot there. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
He's looking at 20 foot. This will be a good putt to hole.
Looking really good, this one. That's a lovely speed on that putt. So close to the hole. He's currently tied for 11th. Here we have a par 5. That reminded me of the Big Easy. Silky smooth. Rich, one of the big advantages for the experienced players on tour is their history around particular courses. But what advice would you give to the new players who are coming to a course for the first time and how to handle it?
I would say tread easily. Go in there and just try to get into a good rhythm on the golf course. Don't try and go out and try and hit too many heroic shots or go after too many flag sticks, because if you don't know what the consequences are if you don't pull off that shot, well, shame on you. So I think that the veterans obviously have more knowledge about golf courses, and they can say, oh, I don't want to miss it there because that's dead. I've seen it happen before. When you go into a new golf course, Luke, you got to go in with it and just try and play a little bit on the defensive side. Don't get too greedy. Don't try and make too many things happen. Go in there, find some fairways, find some greens, hole a few putts here and there. Get some confidence going first before you start attacking pins.
This putt coming up is for birdie.
This is on a great line.
It was on a good line. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Teeing off here at the 3rd hole. Oh, absolutely flushed. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that's a lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the 3rd. Yep, well done. Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. Now we're on the 4th tee here at Jacobson Homestead, and it's a par 3, playing 181 off the back tees.
Yeah, and that's about as far as you're going to see this par 3 play, Luke. Player's going to go in there with the mid, probably shortish iron. Obviously, with the water on the right, you want nothing to do with that side as the bank severely slopes downwards. Bailing out to the left of the bunkers, not so hot either. But with just a short iron in your hand, you think that these players are good enough to fire right at it, don't you?
A long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it?
This for a birdie run.
That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And after that effort, that's how it looks. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Here we are at the 5th hole.
Absolutely tattooed that one.
And he's down there.
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say.
Going with the 6-iron here. That's tidy. 20 feet to the cup.
Little birdie look in here.
Go in. Ooh. And that should secure the par on this one. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Now a par 5 hole awaits.
Gotta say, just some of the best rhythm in the game.
Time for the second shot here at the 6th. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Just 2 shots behind. And this putt to move them into a tie for 2nd.
This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
Well, that'll play. And that will take him to 2 under. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Oh my, how about that for a par?
Oh, a messy little lie in the bunker, but that is not a problem for this player. Yes, in the hole.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Deep into the front 9. Here we are at the 7th hole. Lovely effort that. Oh, that one's straight at the pipe. What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. And he's hit that inside the range.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
Oh, that was such a good stroke.
That will work. On a roll here with back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
Looking ahead, this player is currently tied for first in the field, alongside Xander Schauffele. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole. Going with the 3-iron.
Oh, this needs a little right turn, Clyde.
Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's just coming off a drop.
Terrific shot. Who could have thought you'd hole it? Okay, let's get back to the action. Oh, good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under.
What a putt. Started this perfectly.
Oh, just missed that one. A par putt awaits. And that finds him in a share of second. We've reached the 9th hole. Time to tee off. Handy effort, that one. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 185 yards.
Come on, get a good bounce to the left. That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's return to live play now. 13 feet to the cup. Get excited. This could go in. Oh, just missed. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Okay, it's time to make the turn and a good time to reflect on the action so far. Rich?
Well, it's been great watching this player get the best of their rival, but still a long way to go until the end of this tournament. Let's see how it shakes out.
Oh, well done. Sitting at 3 under par. Currently tied for 3rd position. Attaboy, good shot. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Just 1 stroke off the lead. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? And this putt is to move into a share for the lead. And now 4 under for the day.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here. Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. Here we have the second shot into the 11th. Should find the green. Fairways and greens. Easy game, isn't it?
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. Going with the 5-iron here. That was wonderfully done. Why don't we catch up with the V-man, Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, can you believe it? That's remarkable.
Oh, this one out of a smelly spot on the golf course, but no bother for this player.
An opportunity for a birdie here. Ouch, that hurts. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Now leading by 1 shot. Teeing off here on the 13th hole. This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
He's got, I'd say a solid 145 here.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Lining up the birdie putt here.
This really looks good.
And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead. And that will move him to 6 under par. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. We find ourselves on the tee, one of the stronger par 4s on the back 9 here at Jacobson Homestead. The 14th playing 483 reach from the tips.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view, bailing out to the left in the bunker. Not so hot either. Tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flag stick.
What an amazing approach shot. I think their rival, Harold Varner III, has a worthy competitor this week.
This one's for birdie.
This one's looking good.
And that will drop in for a birdie.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And now that finds him in first place. This hole is a par 5. Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway. Playing this shot from about 230 yards out. Currently leading by 3. That was a beauty, right against the hole. Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in two.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
This has eyes for the hole. Oh, what an excellent time to make a big putt like that. And you bet their rival knows just what happened. And it's worth taking another look at that one.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Let's see what happens here at the 16th. Well, that's a handy shot. This putt to get to double digits under the card.
This is their look at birdie.
It's on a great line. Just didn't drop. Just a 4-footer remaining.
That starts off on a good line.
Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole. Our leader is up by 4 shots now. Here we are at the 17th tee. Could roll into the rough on this one.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
Okay, that'll work. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
Oh, you know you want to.
Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. An opportunity to make a par here. That's a good putt to make, that one. Currently 9 under for the event. Rich, we find ourselves at the finishing hole here at Jacobson Homestead, and it seems strange to be playing it just at 400 yards.
I tell you what, though, I like this finishing hole because it gives you options. You don't have to necessarily hit driver here. If you do, you got to take it over some pretty tall trees, and you can't miss it to the left-hand side. The safe play, lay it out to the right, but now your second shot becomes just a little bit longer, a little bit more difficult to get it that close to the hole. I love the options you have on this finishing hole. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
Oh, caught up in some branches. Nicely done. This one from about 160 yards out. Going with the 7.
This needs just a little work to the left-hand side.
That's well played. Pin high. That's the mark of a ball striker. And he's down there. You got to read.
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Oh, that's criminal. How do you leave that short?
Sometimes when you try and get it up the hill, you just forget to hit it sometimes, and it seems so in this case.
Yeah, got to be pleased with that performance in first place at the completion of their first round.
Not bad whatsoever, but still just the opening day. Lots of golf left to play. However, it does give you a little boost of confidence going forward, knowing that right now you're at the top of your form, your game is good, and you're in a good space.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow.